Complaining about the refs earlier today, says he hasn't gotten any calls. He's a guy that goes to the line 10 times, coach, a game, and he hasn't gotten a call today.
You know, I'd have to agree with Chris. I think these referees are doing a horrible job.
Did you ever think the refs did a good job ever in your career?
No, I come from the Coach Knight school of thought, and we don't think the referees ever do a good job.
Well, Kevin Hart took a page out of Bobby Knight's book earlier, throwing the chair on the court.
Well, at least Coach Knight has had an impact on all of us.
Isaiah, this also has to be a treat for these players to be playing back in what essentially is a high school, college type atmosphere for them. The fans are up close. We've got 4,000 fans here packed on top of them. A totally different environment than they see in the pro arenas in which they play.
Well, this is a great atmosphere for an athlete. You love to have the interaction with the fans. You love to have the fans when they're right on top of you. And then you want the rowdy kind of fans, and the fans that don't necessarily get a chance to see you play all the time. So you really want to play well for those fans, and you want to entertain them. Because a lot of the fans who are here tonight, they can't afford tickets at American Airlines Arena. However, the college students that are here, they can afford it. They come, and, you know, the players, they're reminded that, you know, this is where it all started for them in little small arenas like this.
Absolutely. All right, Russell Westbrook taking it strong to the hoop, and he gets fouled on the way up. Kevin Durant was there to clean up for him as the team LeBron leads 112-109 with about 6 minutes to go in this game.
Coach, tell us a little bit about your squad.
Actually, let me talk about Westbrook first.
Go ahead.
The reason why I want to talk about him, because he's a player right now that's really at a crossroads in his career in terms of what type of player he's going to be, whether he's going to be a scoring point guard or is he going to be a classics point guard. But the classic point guard is a person who comes down and distributes the basketball all the time and let other people score. Scoring point guard is what he is right now, puts pressure on the defense, is capable of scoring 30 points a night if he wishes. I am encouraging him to basically stay radical and
be who he is.
And be who he is. Yeah. Be a scoring point guard. Be a threat. Continue to put pressure on the defense. Because right now his career is going to be defined by the next 2 years in terms of what style of play he decides and what style of play he decides on. And I hope he decides on staying aggressive, staying attacking, being the guy that's capable of scoring 25 points as opposed to being the other guy that's only going to score 12 points.
Certainly he took a lot of flack for being the guy who was a looking to shoot first kind of player, but as you said, that's his instinct. He and LeBron playing catch up top. Now we go down low. Kevin Durant spinning as John Wall with those quick hands.
Foul.
To slap it away from him.
On Carmelo.
Carmelo not happy with that.
Coach, they have arguably the greatest young team in basketball. You don't see a lot of young teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder excel in the postseason like they have over the last year or so.
No, you don't. And you want to watch them grow, and you want to let them make mistakes. And right now, everyone is so critical of them. But when you have two players out on the floor capable of scoring 30 points in terms of Westbrook and Durant, you want to allow them to play their games, and you want to tell everybody else to pass the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, because what they do is score the basketball. LeBron climbing the back, but still they were able to convert the hoop, and so the score now is 116-113.
Team Wade inching closer as Carmelo now has 23 for the night.
And Carmelo, after shaking off LeBron, and that's not easy to do when LeBron James climbs you back, that's a heavy load.
He's a big man.
Oh my goodness.
You see him on television, but when you really see him up close and how massive he is and the way he moves with that type of strength and with that type of agility that he brings to the floor, it's really beautiful to watch him go up and down the court and handle himself the way he does.
Isaiah, I want to ask you about something because you and I had a chance to speak as John Wall scores, and that ties the game at 116 all. This game, you hope, is just kind of the tip of the iceberg for some of the charity outreach that you want to be a part of and that you want to see LeBron and Dwayne and Chris Bosh be part of. Can you talk about that?
We like to change the landscape of this community through education and literacy. In this community and also across the country, education is under attack. and we would like the players and myself to be leaders in the community, to lend our voices to education and literacy, and to let our young followers know how important we think education and literacy is. Not just the jump shot, but the books.
Well, that's absolutely. You want them to be the total person because, the jump shot, as you say, can fade over time, but the mind is going to stay with you for the rest of your life.
Well, it's been proven that, slow and steady wins the race, and education may be slow and steady.
Yeah.
And fast money goes fast. So the athletes and the entertainers who make fast money, they have a tendency to spend it fast. And if slow and steady wins the race, then education always wins out.
Isaiah, well said. Isaiah Thomas, we want to thank you for hosting this event and stopping by to visit with us. And again, congratulations for pulling this off. And look at Chris Bosh.
There it is.
I'm telling you, I agree with Chris. And that was a foul. The referee missed that call. That was an N1.
It's frustration. I can see it.
Well, he may have gotten fouled, but he still threw it down with authority. Team LeBron now leading Team Wade 118-116 as we get back to the action. Carmelo forcing his way inside, George, and now you see these guys playing with some attitude.
They are playing with some attitude, kind of like the old bad boys used to play with attitude.
Well, the last 5 minutes of the game is when the true players really step up, and you'll see this become a much more competitive game right now because the first 3 quarters, it was kind of fun and games, laughing, hee, ha. But now, as you can see, their body language will change, their attitudes will change. Won't be as many smiles out there because deep down inside, every person out on the floor wants to win the basketball game tonight.
This is just for charity. It doesn't count the standings.
That's what we say, but when 5 minutes goes on the clock, that automatic thing just kicks in for the athlete, and it's like you turn into Frankenstein. Oh, I want to win. I want to win.
Coach, tell us a little bit before we let you go here about your squad at FIU and what you've got coming back this year and how you're looking to take that next step for them.
We're pretty excited about the team we have coming back. It's a very young team. We have a good, solid crew of freshmen that have come in. Our sophomore class with Dominique Ferguson and Phil Taylor did an excellent job. We got 2 seniors in terms of DeJuan Wright and Jeremy Allen, who will give us the senior leadership. And we think that if we get off to a pretty good start and we can stay competitive and cohesive, we can have a very good year.
A lot of road games for you early on, though.
We have a lot of road games. We'll be tested early out on the road. We open up at Virginia Tech. We got Maryland out on the road. We got Dayton out on the road. But that's where you make your bones. That's the only way you're going to get better. We believe in playing a tough schedule.
All right, it'll make a man out of you one way or the other. Well, Isaiah, thank you so much. Congratulations for what you've accomplished here.
Thank you.
And we look forward to doing more things with you down the road.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the game, everyone.
Thank you, Coach.
I think they are here on MyTV33 and also on CBSMiami.com. As 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go here, George. We are tied at 118, and nobody has left the building, George, because they want to see the outcome of this ball game.
Go ahead, JB. Tell me what Carmelo's doing.
Carmelo's shaking and baking, turning and burning, but he missed. That was some old school terminology, but that was an old school move. Kevin Durant with the drop step, taking it, and one, as Kevin Durant shows you the kind of explosive scoring ability that he has.
You want to talk old school? You know who that looked like there? Little George Gervin.
Iceman.
Yeah.
That's right. He can. Finger roll. And Kevin Durant's kind of built like George Gervin, the Iceman, back in the day, smooth scorer with the San Antonio Spurs and among other teams. Kevin Durant finishes the three-point play. Team LeBron now back up by 3 as a result of that, as we are coming up on 3.5 minutes to go. Chris Paul back with it for Team Wade. Starters back in this ball game. Looks like they may finish. Carmelo with it up top. James Harden now swinging to Dwayne Wade. Tries to take it down low against LeBron, but loses it. Rudy Gay now to Durant. He holds up now. Rudy Gay fires from the top of the circle and knocks it down. Team LeBron now has built a 5-point lead with 3 minutes to go.
Team LeBron, who struggled early in the first half of this game, has all of a sudden taken control. But
look at that quick step by Dwayne Wade, and he lays it up with the right hand.
Speaking of taking control,
Vintage Dwayne Wade move right there, and now it is game on.
Remember, I ain't going out like that. In 2006, I think that's his mantra.
Teammates going against each other, LeBron and D. Wade. Now Carmelo picks him up in the switch. LeBron with the fade, misses. Chris Paul with the rebound, clears it up, and he'll slow it up, waiting to set up something as his team trails by 3. Dwayne Wade now against Rudy Gay, launches a 3, misses as he back rims it. Carmelo Anthony thought he got fouled as he comes up hobbling a little bit. Kevin Durant back with it. But his pass is out of bounds as he looks for Jamal Crawford. And after the turnover,
we'll have a full
it's going to go the other way. 123-120 is the score. We're going to come back with the final 2 minutes and change for the South Florida Classic in a moment.